Hey guys, Humble back in. Welcome to day 5 in life of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Today I started the day off at 95% at 11 a.m. Didn't get to fully charge it to 100%, but duty calls, so had to run some errands, and this is when I began my day. But before going to another day in life, just want to give a quick shout out to my partner Mint Mobile for their awesome phone plan. For $15 a month, you can get unlimited data, so make sure to check them out in the description below. This offer is only good until the end of October. So today I had to run to T-Mobile to return my Pixel 8 because they messed up my upgrade plan. But as I was driving there, I started to use Apple Maps, and I really do enjoy using it. The UI just looks better, the graphics, you see trees in the pictures, light posts, just a lot of detail, 3D maps. It looks beautiful when you're driving. And just in general, with me using Apple Maps so far, I have had a better experience than Google Maps. Google Maps is good if you're trying to search for a location. You don't know where you're going, you're trying to do research, like the algorithm is better that way. When I try to do that in Apple Maps, for some reason, it's not really good at searching. It's sending me a location that's like 20 to 30 miles away when there's another one down the street. But I find Apple Maps works better when you have the exact address and know where you're going. Google Maps works better when you're searching. And I like Apple's navigation better as well. In one instance, I was driving on the highway, I was hitting traffic, and I know that there are other ways I can get off the highway and avoid traffic. So I like how Apple Maps actually recommended me to get off the highway and take the local way to navigate home. Google Maps, on the other hand, I had it on my Pixel on the side using Google Maps just to kind of compare the two differences in direction. Google recommended that I would just stay on the highway, stop and go traffic, sit there for another God knows how long the traffic gonna last. Which is interesting to take. I guess it's your personal preference. Do you prefer to stay in a highway and stop and go traffic? Or would you prefer to shave a couple minutes or so, go the local way? It is constantly driving, you can hit some red lights. I personally prefer going the local way. Regular traffic lights compared to just going in stop and go highway traffic. Those are the worst. So I prefer Apple Maps better in that regards. Alrighty, looks like I'm gonna be stuck with my Pixel 7a for a few more weeks. This is my third trip to T-Mobile. They keep messing up my jump on demand plan. So typically I would just order my new phone on a leasing plan, get my Pixel 8, which I did get, and then I would just return the Pixel 7a, and then that'll be all set. But since I did it over the phone, they did not tie the Pixel 7a with the order, so I could not return the Pixel 7a. So what I had to do was return the Pixel 8 and then redo the whole order again. That ties it back to my 7a. That would allow me to get the Pixel 8 and then return the Pixel 7a. Today I made another trip back to Duck Donuts with some freshly baked donuts. Here's a Snapchat photo taken on the iPhone. Here's a regular picture taken on the iPhone camera. It does the job, so no surprises here. I'm not going to go into detail about all those fancy wording, exposure, aperture, random camera terms. Either it's good photo or it's not. I think it's a fine photo and it does the job, so passes the eye test for me. For lunch, went to grab some poke bowl, took another Snapchat photo on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. 1:40 p.m. my phone is at 84%. While I was driving, it was sitting on the wireless charger, but it wasn't picking up a lot of battery or anything like that. It basically just holds the charge, which is fine. I use my wireless charger as a car mount. But one thing I do want to point out that at least wireless charging does work. For some reason, the wireless charger that I have works on my iPhone, it works on my Pixel. It works on all the other Galaxies that I have, but for some reason it did not work on my Galaxy Z Flip 5. I have no idea why. I know the Flip 5 does have wireless charging, but for whatever reason it does not like the particular charger that I have. But regardless, whether it charges or not, it is still my primary car mount while I'm driving. And when I got home throughout the day, I just have my iPhone sitting on my desk, and I'm doing videos like these, working on a computer. I have my baby monitor on the side. And I like the fact that I can use my iPhone as a baby monitor, not have to worry about battery life or even plugging it in to use it. Afterwards, I went for a walk. For dinner, I just had this sad looking turkey sandwich. Yeah, it was surprisingly fulfilling. Maybe just haven't had a simple turkey sandwich in a while, but it does the job. When you have a kid and don't have a lot of time in your hand, sometimes you do what you gotta do. By 10 p.m., 12 hours later, after I began my day, phone is at 32%. Don't need to charge it overnight. That is the beauty of the efficient abiotic chip. Next morning, 8:25 a.m., we're approaching the 24-hour mark. Phone is at 21%. Squeezing some more screen on time in the morning with baby monitoring session. My phone is just sitting there while I'm recording these videos. This video is actually recorded on the iPhone 15 Pro Max right now as we speak. And one thing I did notice that when recording videos on the iPhone, I have everything automatic uploaded to my Google Photos. Even at high quality, for some reason, when it gets uploaded to Photos, the quality gets degraded. For example, the iPhone video format, it is 2 gigs on the iPhone for itself, but once it gets uploaded to Google Photos, for whatever reason, it gets compressed to 1 gig and the quality looks significantly worse. So I have to drag the file from my iPhone itself to the computer instead of letting it upload to Google Photos. My conspiracy theory is Apple somehow did this on purpose so you can use iCloud storage instead of Google Photos, but that's just me. I'm not sure that any of you guys experience this as well. I had to double check my Google Photo setting, make sure everything is at max quality. It is not getting compressed for whatever reason, but it looks like it still is, even when uploading at original quality. So it's just something interesting that I noticed. And since there is still this notch on the iPhone, if you're watching certain videos, for example, I was watching MKBHD's video, and sometimes when words or text are displayed on the screen, it actually get cut off by this notch. I try to take a screenshot of it, but the screenshot looks fine. I should have recorded it with my other phone. But regardless, due to the notch, certain screens do get cut off. So I do want to point that out. The notch is still there. On a day-to-day basis, it doesn't really bother me. But for that particular instance, I was watching a video. There was some text display on the screen, and I could not fully read it. 3:25 p.m., my phone actually went back up to 23%. The reason for that is I had to plug my phone into the computer because I'm recording these videos. I had to transfer the file to the computer. Originally, I wanted to grab it from Google Photos, but the qualities get compressed, so I want to use the full quality. So as a result of me transferring the file over to the computer, it did pick up a couple percentage. And by nighttime, 10 p.m., we are at 3%. 3% will technically last another 3 hours or more depending on how much or little you use it, but I will just declare the time of death at this point since I did have a couple percentage boost early in the day when I transferred the videos. But regardless, I started the day at 11 a.m. the day before. Not to mention, I didn't even charge it to 100%. It was only at 95%. And it is finally dead 11 p.m. the night after. So that is a full 24 hours. And then 10 p.m. the night after, so that's another 11 hours. So 35 hours of amazing battery life, basically a day and a half. And this is the thing I enjoy most about using the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I'm going to miss this the most when I go back to Android phones. I have never used any Android phone that will effortlessly make it through a 24 hours day of battery life. And iPhone pretty much smashes that benchmark and more. All right, guys, this wraps up day 5 in the life of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I'll probably do a couple more video of these, and then I will wrap it up with my final review. And after not using the iPhone for 2 years, I really do enjoy using the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It is big and challenging to reach the corner, but other than that, the camera's good, the battery's great, the performance is really good. Overall, 2 thumbs up for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Please check out day 4 if you haven't already. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.